It's Patty.
And Heather.
How was your weekend?
Fabulous, of course.
Of course, because of
Soft
time travel
polish.
talk, we don't know what we did yet.
I know that I will be at one of 2 softball tournaments.
Oh, all right then.
So there you go. I already know that.
Wow, you can see into the future.
I can read your mind.
Heather, did you know that today is National Nut Day?
You are.
No, not me, and not my crazy neighbor that stares at me when I take out the trash cans.
Oh, you have one of those too.
The healthy and nutritious snack, the nut.
Oh, like an almond.
Or better yet, the coconut.
You're a coconut.
Why are we talking about coconuts today, Heather?
Well, there was a listener comment about coconuts. So Colleen said to me, I really need to get more educated on this stuff. First, I hope you do a podcast on how to use coconut oil. I really have no idea how and why I should be using it. So Colleen, we've got you covered.
What is a coconut, Heather?
It is not a nut. Did you know that?
So forget about all that stuff we talked about it being Nut Day.
We're nuts. Seriously, like for real. It's a stone fruit, like, a peach, a plum, a nectarine. They're all in the same family, but it could be classified as a tree nut also. Don't ask me why. I'm not a scientist. Clearly, they can't make up their minds on anything.
Okay.
But you get coconut oil from the white, fleshy, fruity part of the inside of the coconut, the nut meat, as it were.
So it's not a meat and it's not a nut.
Not a meat and it's not a nut. People call it nut meat. I swear I didn't do. I didn't make this up. I'm just saying what they said.
So does that mean that people who have nut allergies should maybe exercise caution with coconuts or coconut oil?
Well, when you say it like that, yes.
I just want to make sure our bases are covered.
Nut allergy people are usually fine with coconut, but coconut can be tested separately. So if you do have sensitivities to nuts or specific fruits or stone fruits or anything, throw coconut in the mix and just test yourselves and see how you do with it. That's all I can say.
Put the lime in the coconut.
Oh, and mix it all up. And
off we go.
Coconut oil is amazing for its health benefits. It's chock full of medium chain fatty acids. I know, big, stupid science. But what that means is it can help increase your good cholesterol. We all know that that is something that would be beneficial. It also has antimicrobial and antibacterial properties.
It does all the things.
It does all the things, for reals. Oh, and it's delicious.
So tasty.
I know that some people are averse to the tropical taste and smell of coconut oil, but we do have some ways of damping that down while still enjoying its beneficial properties. So we're going to tell you all about that.
Cool.
Yeah, it is. Seriously, coconut oil is life-changing, and that's all I'm going to say. Like, that's it. Yes. Go get some and put it on you and put it in you. The end.
You're welcome. And that's a wrap. Just
You're
kidding.
You're welcome.
Just kidding. I love coconut oil so much that I get mine from Costco in the gigantic organic tub.
With the orange top.
Uh-huh.
That stuff's the best.
I know. When you go through it as fast as we do, it's a solid buy.
Yeah. I mean, we have 4 people in the house plus 1 beast, and everybody uses the coconut oil. Mm-hmm. So we do go through it quickly.
Yeah.
I know the one at Costco, some people have asked about, well, should I get the white kind or the liquid kind? Here's the deal. It's all the same kind. When it's on the shelf in a grocery store that's not hot, it will be solid.
So wouldn't you say maybe room temperature?
Yeah, but it depends on how hot your room is.
Touche.
In the summertime, in my kitchen, the room temperature is meltable for coconut oil. But in the fall and winter and spring, it's definitely solid. So I usually leave it on the counter. We heat it up a little bit at a time, and then we'll pour it on the dog's food or use it in cooking or whatever we need it for. We just keep a bowl out on the counter and don't worry about it. So that's
and then what's the difference between that and the kind that's liquid at room temperature?
So the kind that's liquid at room temperature all the time.
Yeah, all the time liquid.
All the time liquid. So not just room temperature. That's fractionated coconut oil. So what they've done to get that be liquid is they have steam distilled it. And then
Ah.
it stays liquid. When that happens, though, it gives it a longer shelf life. It takes out a lot of the coconuttiness. So it's a milder flavor and smell. And I don't know what else I was just going to say.
It's a little more intense on your digestive system, though. So go slowly if you're starting with fractionated coconut oil.
Unless you have the other kind of stomach problems, and then feel free to take a lot.
But yeah, it's awesome stuff. You can use it for cooking, right?
Yes, love to cook food in the coconut oil.
Because
So here's what I know about the smoke point. Coconut oil has a very high smoke point, which means you can cook it to high temperature. So if you want to do a stir fry in a really hot pan, you're not going to use like a delicate walnut oil because that is not supposed to be heated. You're supposed to just use that like for salad dressings or something.
yeah, because the lower the smoke point of an oil, the faster it breaks down.
So when you have a lower smoke point, it releases toxic fumes and free radicals.
Yes.
And that's
why
bad.
you want, right. You don't want to be eating that. So you want to use, so even olive oil, extra virgin.
Medium.
You shouldn't be cooking with that on a high heat. But coconut oil, man, smoke that puppy up.
Yeah, like butter or bacon fat. All of those are really good.
Great to do roasted veggies and that kind of stuff on, or anything on the grill.
Yum, yum, yum.
Yum, yum.
So,
but Heather, what if I don't want that? I'm in Hawaii on vacation taste.
Oh, you don't want the lime in the coconut?
The lime in the coconut.
You know what you use? A ton of herbs and spices.
Mm-hmm.
And I will also mix my coconut oil with butter. Do a half and half. Throw some bacon grease in there too, if you're using a good quality bacon, because that kind of releases some of the coconuttiness.
And who doesn't like food cooked in butter or bacon fat?
No one.
Right?
Crazy vegetarians.
Coconut oil is also amazing for personal care products.
Okay, have you seen the commercials for Frank's hot sauce? I put coconut oil on everything.
I put that bleep on everything.
Seriously. The nice thing about using a fractionated coconut oil for your personal care products is because it's always liquid. Sometimes it just kind of depends on what you're making and how you want to use it. If you take a regular traditional coconut oil, melt it down, add your cocoa butter or what have you, and then whip it up, it'll set back to a firmer, solid texture at room temperature, which may or may not be what you want. If you're using the fractionated, it'll stay liquid. So that's nice for a beauty serum, a face lotion, something like that. So as easy as that is, I'll tell you here. Grab a small dark colored jar off Amazon. We got links on the Food Moose blog post, and it's got a dropper top on it. Add a few drops of essential oils that are beneficial for your skin, like frankincense, copaiba, melrose, lavender, patchouli, any combination of the above. Top it with some fractionated coconut oil and shake it up. Easy peasy.
Dang, that is easy.
I know, it is. And then you just take out your little dropper, put it in the palm of your hand, and swoosh, swoosh, swoosh all over your face.
I like to use it too to take off my makeup at the end of the day. It's amazing for taking off even waterproof mascara, lipstick, seriously. And then your face feels so moisturized when you're done.
Yeah, but make sure after you put the coconut oil all over your face, you take a damp washcloth and kind of take off the excess. Otherwise, you're going to ruin your
pillowcase.
You know what else I've been doing too is I'll take those little cotton pads, not a cotton ball, but the round circle flat ones. Mm-hmm. And I'll drizzle some of the fractionated coconut oil on it, put it in a little jar in my gym bag. So when I go to the gym, I can just swipe, take off my makeup.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Go to said class or what have you.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like to mix the fractionated too with some organic sugar and maybe a couple essential oils that are, good for the skin, the ones you talked about before. Use it as a body scrub. That's kind of fun too. Nice. But be careful when you use it in the shower because it can make your shower a little slippy. And while we're
Yes.
talking about using coconut oil in the shower, you want to make sure that you don't use gobs and gobs of it because it can clog your drains. You want to, just use a little and lots of hot water so that it goes through.
Yes, I will tell you from experience, having 2 bathrooms on the 3rd floor in my home, everyone was using the coconut oil toothpaste kind of deal. And when you brush your teeth, you don't use hot water, right?
No.
So yeah, we had some issues. so I recommend if you're using any sort of coconut oil toothpaste, spit it out into something that will go into the trash, not send it down the drains, especially if you're on the 3rd floor. Not cool, my friends, not cool.
And that brings us to coconut or oil pulling, which is a really great way to pull all the toxins out of your mouth. Just put like a little dollop of coconut oil in your mouth and then just swish it around. It'll melt pretty fast. Swish it around for, start with 3 minutes.
15 minutes.
Yeah, you want to work up to 15. But, you can start small, but you never, ever, ever want to swallow it because you've now just pulled all those toxins out of your mouth. So you don't want to then swallow those toxins. But yeah, you want to spit that into the trash.
Yes,
but it's a great way, and it actually does help brighten your smile, we'll say.
Oh my gosh, your teeth are sparkling.
Sparkling.
So it's fabulous. One thing I will say about coconut oil on your face, though, is some people break out with it because it is a heavier oil. So some people just may have some sensitivity to that. So try just a little bit at a time in kind of an unconspicuous place. Do not try it like the night before your high school reunion or best friend's wedding. Seriously, just be smart here, people. If you do have sensitive skin or coconut oil doesn't agree with you, try jojoba, sweet almond oil. You can even use extra virgin olive oil in any of your DIY concoctions.
That's good too. Yeah. Because it's so moisturizing, it's really great for your hair if you need to do like a hair mask. But again, a little goes a long way because once you put it in your hands, it melts.
Once you put it in your hair, you look like a grease monkey.
Yeah. Once you wash it out, oh my gosh, your hair is going to be so soft and shiny.
Yeah, it's delightful.
It is.
And it's tropical vacation worthy. One thing also, my ladies, you can use coconut oil for any vaginal dryness, and that is totally beach vacationing. Do not, here's your caveat, do not use it with condoms because they are like the worst couple ever. Coconut oil, not a friend of.
They fight and it ends horribly.
Oh, it ends with a 3rd person in your life. So that's how it ends.
Yes.
Moving on.
Yeah. It's also great if you want your lady bits to be a little less bread-like.
Oh,
Remember we talked about antimicrobial and antifungal.
And antibacterial, yeah.
And antibacterial, yes. So
if you're just feeling a little warm, maybe itchy, maybe you need coconut oil.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, tea tree works good too.
Yeah.
So literally millions of ways to use coconut oil. Get creative. Email me. Tell me your favorite coconut oil concoction that you use. I would love to know all about it. And if you tell me your name, we can talk about you on the blog or here on the podcast, and then you'll be totally famous. Like Colleen is right now. Colleen is super famous because she had this great coconut oil suggestion.
Right. Colleen, all our listeners are going to know who you are now.
Kalena. So what's your ditch and no, I'm saying it.
Okay.
What's your ditch and switch this week?
As someone who has had some hormone disrupting events in my life, go read my blog post about that time I had cancer. I'm going to say let's ditch all those body lotions that contain parabens, phthalates, all those other things that wreak havoc on your system. Ditch all of those things and use coconut oil. It's cheap and it's easy to make all the replacements that you might need. So that's my ditch and switch.
It will change your life
forever. All right, so that's going to do it. Don't forget to sign up for our newsletter at foodmoose.com. And like Heather said, if you want to email us, you can do that at foodmoose@gmail.com. You can find us at Food Moose on Facebook and Insta. We'd love it also if you will subscribe to the podcast, give us a few thumbs up, stars, hearts, whatever it is, wherever you found this on Apple, Google, Stitcher, all the places. So with that, cheers to you. Go forth, be real. Moose out.